Hello, my friends. We're kicking off the week with some candle reviews, and today we are going to be talking about Bath & Body Works Vanilla Coconut Surf. Now, this is a fragrance that I've actually had in my collection for a couple of months, but because I am a seasonal burner, I am just now starting to break this one out. And honestly, my preference would be to probably wait a little bit longer to burn a fragrance like this because coconut is definitely a scent that reminds me of the summertime. However, the weather is trying to warm up. It's a little inconsistent at this point, even down here in Arizona, but we are approaching warmer weather, and this fragrance I will mention later on in the video pairs really nicely with some other fragrances that I have been burning for review purposes. So I figured, you know what, now is the time for me to go ahead and share my thoughts with you on this candle. So this fragrance, like I said, has been around at Bath & Body Works for a couple of months now. I'm not even sure if it's in all the stores anymore, but if not, I always feel like Bath & Body Works reviews are still pertinent because they oftentimes bring fragrances back for a semi-annual sale. And so I thought that people might want my thoughts on this one. Fragrance notes on this candle are sweet vanilla, coconut waves, and beech wood. So we really don't have specific notes here as much as we have a list of accords. I will tell you that if you are familiar with last year's Santorini Coast, I do believe that this is a repackage. This fragrance I'm not mad at because I actually liked that fragrance last year and I really like this one. This to me is a very nice neutral, like the meat of a coconut type of fragrance. This is not your tropical sunscreen coconut. This is not your tropical fruity drink coconut. This is very much just a nice, what I would describe meat of the coconut fragrance mixed with a little bit of a like a beechwood fragrance. I would say that that lends a like the slightest element of not even perfuminess to this, but it kind of gives it a nice base, I would say. And then the vanilla in here also just adds a little bit of sweetness to it without it coming off like a toasted coconut or a shredded bakery type of coconut. This is just what I would describe to be a very perfect neutral coconut blending fragrance. Like I said earlier, this is a scent that the reason why I'm burning it now is because I think it's very versatile. It blends well with other fragrances that I currently have in my collection. I feel like it would just enhance a lot of other candles. And you guys know me, I'm the type of person that likes to burn 2, sometimes 3 candles at a time. And I'm always looking for fragrances that complement one another. So let's go ahead and talk about the performance of this candle. Now, I have actually had this one lit for about 4 hours. I've kind of broken my own rule. The time kind of got away from me this morning as I am filming this. So let's go ahead and lift this up. You can see the wax pool here is still really nice. Good, nice, high flames. I'm not dealing with any sootiness. The wicks are performing well for me. Yes, you see a little bit of wick residue in there. But it's not altering the fragrance right now. I'm not having any soot along the rim. I, of course, will extinguish these flames as soon as I'm done with this review because I do typically like to burn Bath & Body Works candles no longer than 3.5 hours, but I figure this one has been performing well for me. So I'm running some risks here. But overall, you guys, the burn so far, really good. I'm not getting those puny wicks, which is usually always my issue with Bath & Body Works. And the fragrance is not changing due to sootiness. Let's go ahead and talk about the strength and throw, which you guys know is always very subjective. So I like to give some reference points for all of you guys. I live in a single story, 1,800 square foot home that is 20 years old. I have high ceilings in the living room. It opens up into the kitchen. The bedrooms are more closed concept with 9-foot ceilings in there. I live in Arizona, so ambient internal temperature right now is around 70 degrees. And I think that's it. I feel like those are all things that kind of help, when I'm giving you my score in terms of the projection and the strength of this candle. Honestly, you guys, this one for being a vanilla coconut, like for this fragrance being a quote unquote, like softer kind of blending fragrance, it's doing really well for me. I'm going to give this one a solid 7.5, I would say, on its own. When I put this candle into a hurricane, it's almost a 9. It's very, very it throws really well, you guys. In fact, when I've been burning this candle in my bedroom, I notice that it throws so well, especially in a hurricane, that it actually wants to like throw outside and around the corner, coming out into the living room. So I've been pretty happy with the strength and throw of this candle. Like I said, I like to pair it with some other fragrances currently in my collection. Spoiler alert, if you caught is it the candle collection video? I think I did that one last week for March. I let you guys know that I actually went back into Bath and Body Works and I exchanged a Calypso Clementine fragrance for another one of these candles because I realized just how perfect of a candle this is for the summertime. And I have a lot of candles in my collection that I think that this will just lend that like extra amount of oomph to. So yeah, I've already repurchased this candle. I really, really like this one. And I could actually see myself purchasing another one with a good candle sale. That is how much I like this fragrance. Fragrances that this pairs really nicely with. So I was kind of hinting to this, and I should have some dedicated reviews coming up on these fragrances pretty soon. This candle pairs really nicely with the two of the new Kringle candle spring and summer releases. So I have been burning this candle alongside the new Gardenia candle. I am somebody in the summertime who loves a mix of gardenia, jasmine, and coconut. That is not only in my home do I like that fragrance, but I actually gravitate towards that a lot in my personal like body fragrance. In the summertime, I think a lot of that has to do with I grew up in Southern California, so I'm very much used to like beach vibes. There was always a lot of like jasmine growing in my grandpa's backyard. I remember smelling it back there as well as gardenias. So I think it just unlocks a lot of like nostalgic memories for me. But anyways, I do like pairing this one with the new Gardenia candle. This one also goes really nicely with the new fragrance Coral. Now, I don't know if I will have that review up for you guys this week, or it may be coming up in a couple of weeks for you guys. But this one also is just, again, a nice complementary fragrance to those two. I also see myself burning this alongside the Bath and Body Works Coconut Pina Colada. I haven't started burning that one yet, but I definitely see it just working really well with that fragrance. It could probably, I mean, the list could probably go on and on because, again, I feel like this is such a neutral summertime fragrance that it would pair pretty nicely with pretty much a lot of summertime fragrances. So whether they are a floral leaning fragrance, whether they're a fruity drink type of fragrance, I think that this is just like, I would say that this is just like the summery twist on your basic vanilla because it's got a little bit of that coconut vibe in here. So as you can probably guess, this candle actually gets 2 thumbs up for me. You guys know that Bath and Body Works, I've always been very honest with you guys, is very hit or miss for me. Quite honestly, every single candle brand has their hits and misses, but you guys know that for me, Bath and Body Works, it's never really the fragrances that I run into a lot of issues with them. It's their performance. And I'm very happy to say that this one so far to this point has been performing well for me, and it gets 2 thumbs up. So let me know in the comment box down below if this is a fragrance that you've been eyeing. Have you been waiting for some reviews on it? Do you plan to burn it in the summertime? Let me know what your thoughts have been on it. Also, if you found this video helpful, please don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. It really helps me out. If you're coming across my channel for the first time, hi, I'm Katie. I love to talk all things candles here on my channel. I do dedicated reviews like this, hauls, empties. I have a candle collection series, and we do everything in between. So if you find yourself wanting to stick around for more of my content, please don't forget to hit that subscribe button before you get on out of here. I do want to say thank you so very, very much for spending your time here with me today. And until my next one, I hope you all go out and have a very blessed day. Bye.